What I was saying was with Necro, when I interviewed him, he had said, is Wu-Tang not appropriating Chinese culture or Asian culture?
Well, Asian too, yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that's a valid point.
that's what he was saying, that was he had asked that. And I guess you do make a good point that hip hop is, sampling is a very big thing, right? And it's
Nothing
borrowed
is
from other
completely
places.
original. Nothing is completely original. It's taken from somewhere. It's influenced from somewhere. Why do you think they always say, who are your biggest influences? Right? So what does it mean? You become the product of your environment. You become the product of what your parents taught you. We're going back to the beginning of this, right? Where I spoke about the deer wandering into the fucking lion's den and doesn't know to be afraid of the lion, right? Just looks cool. Hey, I'm gonna hang out with you, lion. You look pretty cool. It's the same thing, bro. This breakbeat is cool. I don't care who fucking made the breakbeat. It's dope. Don't care. Don't care what color you are. It's dope. I like it. I'm gonna create something over it. The canvas. Do you care? An artist cares who made the wall. If it was a construction guy who's black, he's gonna throw up on the wall. Throw up his bubble fucking tag on the wall. It's a dope wall. Perfect backdrop for my shit. I don't care who made the wall. Could have been an Italian construction worker. Could have been. I don't know. That's how I look at it. I look at it like that. It's all taken from all over the place.
I think that when you grow up in a very diverse place like New York, California, or something like that, where you have all these races that are together, it's very difficult for you to not be influenced by each other, right? We all take from each other in some kind of way. But like when you're talking about maybe the South, other places where it's more like divided, where it's just black and white, a lot of those things creep back into the argument of like division. It's like us versus them kind of thing,
Okay, so check it. That's their experiences. And I would never take that away from them. That's their struggle. We're talking about my personal struggles growing up, and what every situation is relative to you and your struggles coming up. Maybe those people dealt with racism non-fucking stop, generation after generation, and their grandparents dealt with fucking hell from slave owners or whoever the fuck it was, right? I empathize and I get it, but I didn't do that to you. I'm not. I think outside the box, and I'm different. So that's not. I ain't trying to own fucking any slaves of any fucking. I'm do it yourself. I'm to a fault where I don't hire people and interns and people to work for me because I want it done my way, and I'm a perfectionist, and I've had it before, and they're lazy, and whatever. Like people, they didn't get my brand right, or they didn't understand my brand, or they didn't understand me, or they Mr. Hyde what I'm trying to do. So I do it myself, and I keep myself a little bit more, smaller. I still mail out my own orders to my fans and sign the shit organically. You order a Mr. Hyde hat from my website, right? MrHydePLR.com. Fucking shameless promotion. I'll sign the brim and send it to you. It's me. It's me doing it. You might even get it with a little bit of fucking cat hair or something on it. Then it makes it authentic. So because it came from my crib. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not. That's not my experience. My experience growing up was not that. So your experience, you had that, and I feel for your pain and your family's pain and whatever you dealt with. I empathize with it, and now you are a product of that. So you could have your your preemptive thoughts about white people and whatever you might think. But maybe I don't fucking know. Maybe my great grandfather was racist. Maybe. I don't fucking know. I never met the guy. So maybe he was in Italy and he didn't like black people. Maybe. I never met him. It never got taught to me. Whatever. but maybe your great grandfather did some fucked up shit to a white person. Maybe. I don't know. So you don't know. It's just so.
Do you think?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think more of the issue comes into the conversation of who invented the genre versus who contributed, like the whole FBA thing?
Who So clarify. So who contributed, or who created and who contributed?
It seems like there's a lot of conversation around, okay, as Black people, we invented this genre, right? And everyone else is a contributor along the way over time, but your opinions, your views, different things like that are not as important in this genre because we are the inventors of it. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it seems like that's a lot of the sentiment surrounding the conversation.
You're important to the genre if you create classic catalog and you have fans. You can't tell me that my music is not important to my fans who message me every day saying that my music has helped them deal with suicidal thoughts, deal with. I get messages all the time. Like, I mean, all the time. My inbox, I answer 300 DMs a day over all the different social medias.
Wow.
So if I'm not important and my music is not important, how did it save lives and change people's lives? I get these type of messages all the time. Sometimes I post them on my Instagram in the comments once in a while. I don't like to air out people's stuff, but I'll do it. And music is therapeutic. The music that get created wherever it came from definitely helped the artist that created it and helped the people around them get through tough times, right? So all the negative that I might portray in my music, look at it. It might just be, and it was. I'm saying it might be, like figuratively, but it was a release for me. I may talk about horror shit because this and that, so I don't have to do it because I'm in a fucking mood right now where I want to do it. So it might have been a release for me. The aggression of metal, the aggression of NWA, what they were dealing with, fuck the police, right? They were dealing with that. They didn't go around killing cops because they wouldn't be here right now. They were doing that, right? But they're saying it in the fucking music because it's a fucking release to get it out. I got to say it and put it out there and this and that. Like, yeah, I'll murder a motherfucking cop because he just bashed my little brother's head in for no reason because he's a racist fucking scumbag cop, right? So he needs to get that out. We need to get out what we need to get out, and that's what the art form is. It's expressionism. So if you put a painting on the wall that looks crazy and looks violent, maybe he's a tortured soul and needed to put that out, so he don't do it. When he don't do so these messages that I'm getting and I'm helping them, it's therapeutic. Music is therapeutic. And if I'm doing that for people, giving them positivity, my music makes you want to work out, it makes you want to go to the gym, it makes you want to, get positive. Then when they message me and they find out that I'm straight edge and I never did a drug in my life, and I run my own boxing program, and just they find out all this positivity shit, right? And I go, my favorite artist doesn't smoke weed, or my favorite artist, not that weed is bad. I'm just saying my favorite artist doesn't drink. I'm not saying that it's bad to not knock a few back, whatever, with your peoples. But so I don't want drink kings mad at me. Drinking is okay socially, doing whatever the fuck you got to do. But just for me, I'm very straight edge. But one of the reasons I say it in one of my rhymes, I say I haven't started drinking. I'm afraid of results. So like if I drink, I don't know what the fuck I might become. I don't know. It might change the way I am, and the happy-go-lucky Hyde might turn a different way. Like give me some Hennessy. Who knows what the fuck might happen. So my wife was like, do me a favor, don't drink. Don't do any kind of fucking mind-altering drugs because the area might not feel safe. So who knows, So I'm just saying, like, when the fans find out about me, these little things, they might be surprised. I get kids on tour that offer me drugs all the time, and I'm like, you know what? I'm good, do you, but be careful. You know what I mean? Like, don't. So, and they're like, what? What do you mean? And I'll talk to them, and they'll be like, it might stick in their head. My favorite artist is like trying to get me off drugs, and be like, maybe you shouldn't do that shit. So it's just, I don't know. I just feel like there's all different ways to think about stuff, and if you're going to be closed-minded and stubborn about something, you might not open yourself up to other experiences and other dope things. So you might be missing out on if you listen to nothing but country music and you don't like black culture and you're missing out. I'm telling you right now, you're missing out on Marvin Gaye, on whatever, Barry White. You're missing out on a lot of dope shit. Just dope shit over the years and you love music, but you only like that. You're missing out. So if you never heard a Mr. Hyde song, you're probably missing out. You didn't get to expand your mind in that way, in that realm.